All right, so this is the second part to 7.4, so this is 7.4b. And we're still continuing to add and subtract rational expressions, but here you can notice that we have a big mess in our denominator here, okay? So when we have problems like this, the first thing we want to do is clean up our denominator. So we want to just look at our denominator, so 1 over x plus 4 plus 2 over x. Okay, we want to simplify this first, put it together, and then we want to go back and do the rest. Okay, so if I look here, my least common denominator would be x and then x plus 4. Okay, so 1 over x plus 4, I can multiply this times x over x, add 2 over x, and I'm going to multiply this by x plus 4 over x plus 4. Okay, when I do that, I get x over x times x plus 4 plus 2 parentheses x plus 4 over x plus 4. Okay, now the whole purpose of that, I have the same denominator, so I can go ahead and put these together. So x plus, and I'm going to go ahead and distribute this through, 2x plus 8 over x times x plus 4. Okay, and then if I clean this up a little bit, I have 3x plus 8 over, I want to keep this factored, x times x plus 4. Okay, so that's my denominator here. Okay, so after I have that, I'm going to plug that back into here. So 5 over x plus 4 over 3x plus 8 over x times x plus 4. And I'm going to go ahead and just draw my boundaries so we don't get this work mixed up together. All right, now remember what a fraction means. Remember that this bar is a divided by sign. Okay, so I could really write this as 5 over x plus 4 divided by 3x plus 8 over x times x plus 4. Okay, and now remember, when we're dividing by a fraction, it's the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So 5 over x plus 4, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, x plus 4 over 3x plus 8. Okay, and when I do that, I can put these together. So 5x parentheses x plus 4 over x plus 4 times 3x plus 8. Notice my x plus 4's cancel each other out. I'm left with 5x over 3x plus 8. Okay, now I have to go back through and find my restrictions on my domain, which can be quite lengthy sometimes. Okay, so anywhere along the process, anywhere at all, if my x makes the denominator a 0, it's excluded from my domain. So right here, my x cannot equal -4. Okay, right here, my x cannot equal 0. 0, -4, 0, -4, 0, -4. So that gives me here 0, -4. Okay. Now when I flip this, I have a new denominator, right? This went from my numerator to the denominator. I still have to include that. So 3x plus 8 equals 0 when x is -8/3. So x cannot equal -8/3 neither. This here is my final answer. All right, let's look at another one. Now, if you're adventurous and you want to try this one on your own, go ahead and pause this, work it out, and then check it. If you're not quite confident yet, that's okay. We'll go through this one together. Okay, so once again, we're going to look at the denominator by itself first. Okay, so 1 over x minus 2 plus 3 over x. We want to simplify this first. Okay, so my least common denominator is just going to be x times x minus 2. Okay, so I have 1 over x minus 2. I'm going to have to multiply that. I'm missing my x, so x over x plus 3 over parentheses 3 over x. I'm missing my x minus 2, so I'm going to multiply this by x minus 2 over x minus 2. Okay, when I do this, I'm just going to multiply straight across x over x parentheses x minus 2 plus 3 parentheses x minus 2 over x parentheses x minus 2. Okay, so now I have the same denominators, so I can put them together. So just add the numerators. So x plus, and I'm going to go ahead and distribute this through. 3x minus 6 over x parentheses x minus 2. And if I clean that up a little bit, I get 4x minus 6 over x minus 2. And I don't know if it'll help me or not, but I'm going to go ahead and factor this top part. It might help me later. So I'm going to pull out a 2, and I'm left with 2x minus 3 over x minus 2. Okay, so this here is my denominator. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and replace it. Okay, so 6 over x minus 2. I'm going to go ahead and draw a box around here so we don't mix them. And then that's going to be over 2 parentheses 2x minus 3 over x parentheses x minus 2. Okay, now remember, when I have a fraction, this is the same thing as divided by. Okay, so I can rewrite this as 6 over x minus 2 divided by 2 parentheses 2x minus 3 over x minus 2. Okay, and we should know by now that when we divide by a fraction, it's the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, flip these, so x minus 2 over 2 parentheses 2x minus 3. Okay, now because I'm multiplied, I can just multiply across, so it'd be 6x parentheses x minus 2 over x minus 2 times, I'm going to put the 2 here, and I'm left with 2x minus 3. Okay, all right, now notice x minus 2, those go away, so 6x over 2 parentheses 2x minus 3, and then 6 over 2 becomes a 3 over 1, so this is just a 3x over 1 times 2x minus 3, we can drop that 1, 2x minus 3. Okay, so 3x over 2x minus 3, this is my answer. Now I just have to look at the domain. Okay, so when I look at the domain, anything along the way that would make my denominator 0. Okay, well right here, my x can't equal 2. Right here, my x cannot equal 0. And that's it for this part here. So when I go here, 2, 0, 2, 2, right here. Okay, when I flipped it, my numerator became the denominator. Right here, 2x minus 3 is 0 when x is 3/2. So my x cannot equal 3/2 neither. Okay, so this right here should be my final answer. Make sure you have all 3 domain exclusions. All right, so I want you to try one, if not both, of these monitoring progress. Okay, so go ahead and pause it, work them out, and then I'll show you what you should have gotten. All right, so this is what you should have gotten on the first one. And then the second one is here.